The Carnival of Love event is starting around the world in Pokemon Go, and today I want to go through all the tips and tricks you need to know to maximize on this mini event. Let's get into it. So this event is February 13th, 10 a.m. to February 15th at 8 p.m. your local time. Bonuses during the event will be an increased chance of getting an XL candy when walking with your buddy, as well as 2 guaranteed XL candies for every evolution you make. That is an amazing bonus. Evolve a Dratini, and that's 2 guaranteed Dratini XL candies. Also, if you do live in Brazil, you'll have the exclusive bonus of 2 times Catch XP in celebration of the Brazilian Carnival. Furfrou is back, of course. You can form change your regular Furfrous into the Heart Form Furfrou only during this event. This is an exclusive Furfrou form to every single year's Valentine's Day event, so make sure you do it if you have any regular or shiny Furfrous. You'll also see Pokestop showcases during this event, but they're a little bit different. You can only enter your great buddy or higher buddies into the Pokestop showcases. We've never seen this before. The showcases will be different event-themed Pokemon, and they will be the biggest buddy wins. So no extra small showcases yet. Let's move on to spawns though. In the wild, we will see Snubbull, Skitty, Luvdisc, Red Flower Flabebe in Europe, Middle East, and Africa, Blue Flower Flabebe in the Asia Pacific region, and Yellow Flower Flabebe in America. Natural form Furfrou, Oricorio in the ballet style in Europe, Middle East, and Africa, Oricorio in the pom-pom style in the Americas, Oricorio in the POW style in Africa, Asia Pacific, and Caribbean Islands, and Oricorio in the Sensu style in the Asia Pacific region, as well as Stuffle, Quaxly, and rare spawns for Rosalia, White Flower Flabebe, and Orange Flower Flabebe. Yes, you did see that the Oricorios are the new shiny releases, but of course they are region locked, so you'll only be able to get the shiny form of the one in your region. Now, the only exclusive raids we have during this event are going to be the elite raids for Enamorus. They're going to be going down on February 14th from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. And remember, these elite raids can only be done with in-person passes. Enamorus, by the way, cannot be shiny during this event. We'll also see a new avatar pose in the shop, the Luvdisc Tambourine pose, which is pretty cool. We'll also see exclusive field research tasks with the task catch 5 Pokemon for a Snubbull or a Stuffle encounter. Catch 10 Pokemon can get you a Luvdisc, a Furfrou, or a Sinnoh. Make 5 great curveball throws in a row can get you the Heart Pattern Spinda. Earn a Candy Walk and your buddy can get you a Rosalia. Spin 5 Pokestops or gyms can get you 5 Pokeballs. And trade a Pokemon can get you a Clamperl. There'll also be exclusive collection challenge requiring you to evolve some Pokemon, catch some Pokemon, giving you 5,000 XP, 2,500 Stardust, and a Roserade encounter. And finally, a $1 exclusive timed research task you can go ahead and buy, requiring you to make great curveball throws in a row, getting you 5 encounters with that Heart Pattern Spinda, 2 instances, 5,000 XP, and 2,500 Stardust. Again, you don't need to buy this to play the event, but it is an option as a purchasable add-on. With the event details out of the way, let's get right into the tips and tricks. And as always, we gotta talk about the spawns and which ones are the best to go after. Starting with Snubbull, which evolves into Granbull. Granbull is a good fairy type raid attacker, as well as does see some play in some limited Great League metas like the Love Cup. All the Flabebe forms are also in there, which evolves into Florges. Florges is a decent fairy type raid attacker in the game, as well as being good in the Master Premier Cup, so definitely worth grabbing for that. We'll also see Stuffle in there, which Stuffle can be a Ditto disguise, so if you're looking for Dittos, try to catch those Stuffles during this event. Finally, we have Rosalia in there, which evolves into Roserade. Roserade is a decent poison and grass type raid attacker in the game, and also does see a bit of play in the Master Premier Cup. Overall though, not the best spawns during this event. Now let's talk about the raids. What are the best ones to go after during this event? And we actually, again, only have the Enamorus elite raids during this event. So let's talk about, is Enamorus actually any good in Pokemon Go? Now, Enamorus is going to be a fairy and flying type Pokemon, have a base attack of 281, defense of 162, and stamina of 179, so definitely attack weighted, with a max CP level 50 of 3,873. For fast moves, this thing will be able to learn Fairy Wind, Astonish, and Zen Headbutt, and for charge moves, Fly, Grass Knot, and Dazzling Gleam. As far as PvP goes, this thing is actually not going to be bad in the Master League, ranked 47 overall, and fairies always do well in the Master League because of how many dragons there are. You could even also run this thing in the Ultra League, potentially ranked 153, although Togekiss might be a little bit better in both leagues. Again, not a bad PvP Pokemon by any means, especially with that Fairy Wind Fly combo. As far as raids go though, this is where this thing is going to be strong. This is going to be the new #1 overall fairy type raid attacker Pokemon in the game, overtaking Pokemon like Xerneas. This is going to be a must-have for the fairy type genre. It has just such a high attack stat and a pretty good moveset. So although again, Togekiss does work well as a budget option, this will be the new creme of the creme for fairy types. And that moves into our second tip, and that's going to be what are the best Pokemon to walk for XL candies during this event, because we do have that bonus of increased chance of getting XL candies. And the #1 thing I always recommend for you to walk as a buddy is going to be one-time mythical and legendary Pokemon. This includes things like Mew, Celebi, Zygarde, Meloetta, Zarude, and different mythicals and legendary Pokemon that you can only get one encounter of. These Pokemon are really hard to get XL candies for, and although it does take you 20 kilometers of walking to get a XL Candy, I think it is still worth it. Personally, right now, I'm gonna be walking my Zygarde because I wanna get that thing for level 50 because it's a beast in the Master League. But if you do not wanna go with something that takes so long to walk to get XL Candies for, you can go with different PvP or raid attacking Pokemon that need XL Candies. I'm gonna link below actually my video of the best Pokemon to power up in 2024. Check out that video, and if there's a Pokemon in there that you have in your storage that you wanna walk for XL Candies, it can be a great method to go through. Some quick ones off the top of my head for the Great League you could walk could be things like Lickitung, Carbink, Bastiodon, Azumarill. Those are all great options. Nonetheless, another way to get candies during this event is going to be catching Pokemon and evolving Pokemon. So let's run through my top candy tips to follow during this mini event. First of all, this amazing bonus of evolving every single Pokemon gets you 2 guaranteed XL candies. If you've been saving or holding onto Pokemon to transfer at a later date or just they're in your storage, definitely go ahead and evolve those Pokemon to get XL candies. Specifically, any Pokemon that take like 25 candies to evolve, like those first stage evolutions like Dratini into Dragonair, those are going to be the most bang for your buck value. But it can still be worth it to evolve a Pokemon like Dragonair into Dragonite for 100 candies because you're going to get 2 XL candies, and normally 100 candies would only get you 1 XL candy. So overall, evolving Pokemon that you might have in your storage that you want XL candies for before you transfer them or whatever, it's going to be worth it. Again, check out my video of the best Pokemon to power up. If you're curious what Pokemon you want XL candies for, that video is going to be linked below. However, another way to get candies during this event is use Pineapple Berries. Regular Pineapple Berries will multiply catch candy by 2 and Silvers by 2.34. Also, don't skip on Mega Evolving. If you don't know, when you Mega Evolve a Pokemon, any Pokemon you catch that shares a type with that Mega, you're getting more candies, XP, and XL candies for catching Pokemon of that type. Taking a look at the spawn roster during this event, probably the best thing to Mega Evolve is going to be a Mega Fairy type. That includes Mega Altaria, Mega Gardevoir, or Mega Diancie. That'll get you more XL candies for Snubbull and mainly Flabébé, which are 2 of the best spawns during this event. However, another option you can go with is going to be a Mega Pidgeot, which is going to be a normal and flying type, getting you more XL candies for Skitty, Furfrou, all the forms of Oricorio, and Stuffle. Either one works. I think the Fairy type is going to be a little more valuable, but let me know what you're going to Mega Evolve and what Pokemon you need more candies for. You can also trade away Pokemon. It's the season of timeless travels, and we have the bonus of every time you trade away Pokemon, you're guaranteed an XL candy and 2 regular candies. So catching a bunch of, Flabébés, for example, or a bunch of Rosalias, if you need XL candies for that, trading them away can be a very valuable strategy. Finally, you can transfer Pokemon, and specifically on February 27th from 6 to 7 p.m. is Sandshrew Spotlight Hour, where you have the bonus of 2 times transfer candy. Obviously, I understand some people do not have the storage space to hold onto a bunch of Pokemon to transfer until then, but if you do, that can be a viable strategy to save and then transfer then. If not, just transfer your Pokemon now. You're not missing out on too many candies, but it can still be pretty nice. And finally, that moves into our last section of the video, the Platinum Medal tips. You need 35 Platinum Medals to go from level 48 to 49 in Pokemon Go, and you want to get on this ahead of time, so let's run through what the best ones to go after are. First of all, the type medals. If there's any of these type medals you haven't completed, specifically something like the Fairy Tail Medal, catch 2,500 Fairy type Pokemon, can be a great one to work on during this event, especially with all those Flabébé and Snubbull spawns. Obviously, we're going to be doing a lot of evolving during this event, so the Scientist Medal, Evolve 2,000 Pokemon, can be another great one to go ahead and work on. You're going to be evolving for those XL candies, so it can definitely be worth it, and you might even want to consider putting on a Lucky Egg when you're doing your evolving, because you're going to get 2 times XP for the evolutions, which I believe every evolution is like 500 XP. It can be nice if you plan on doing a bunch of evolving for XL candies. And finally, I'll mention the Showcase Star Medal, win 100 Pokestop showcases. We do have those exclusive buddy-only showcases coming during this event. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I will say the competition is probably going to be a lot less because people are going to have to not only hatch an extra large Pokemon for a showcase, but also get it to the Great Buddy level. This requires you to actually get 70 hearts on your buddy, which, to be honest, I don't even think is possible in a 3-day event. It might be if you use Poffins and get like every single heart. So all I'm going to say is if you have any Pokemon that's buddied in a showcase and you drop it in, probably a pretty high chance you're winning that showcase because of how hard it is to get Pokemon for these showcases. In all honesty, I hope Niantic just reverts back to the original showcase method in which you can just drop in any Pokemon. Guys, if you enjoyed this video and want to know what the best Pokemon to power up, check out the video below, but I wish you guys the best of luck on the Carnival of Love event. See you in the next one. Follow for more tips. Peace.